What's up, Imp Knights? In today's video, I'm going to have a discussion with you, and we're still going through it. Season 1, episode Black Lightning Season 1, Episode 11 review. In this video, I want you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and post a comment below and let me know what you think about, my review of Black Lightning. Okay, just a brief recap of the principal to Garfield High School. So now how episode 11 ends up starting is that Kara is getting updates on the statuses of the pods after they have relocated from episode 10. And she wants those pods monitored 24 hours of the day because they're going to need more test subjects if the subjects die. So she don't want them to die, pretty much. And we find out later on, and I'm going to get into that kind of ends up happening. But while that's happening, Black Lightning and Thunder breaks into a warehouse under Ganby's direction, and they're looking for the pods. They've been looking for the pods, I think, for days now. And what ends up happening is they found out about abnormal energy through the satellite, and what it was anti-Black Lightning weapons that was emitting this energy. So what ends up happening is that Black Lightning destroys them because these anti-Black Lightning weapons could kill either him or any other metahuman. And because of that, they end up leaving, and then the episode starts. We have Ganby apologizing to Jefferson and Nyssa and about them leading them to a dead end. And Jefferson and Ganby are still in that conundrum of having somewhat beef. Like, Jefferson kind of can't forgive Ganby still, and that kind of makes Ganby a little sad because he feel like he let Jefferson down again, but he's trying his hardest to make up for it. Another thing we end up getting is the deputy chief Kamen, and they end up meeting Kara. He was with another detective, Glennon, I think that was his name. And the thing with Kara is that, why I keep calling her Kara? It's Kara. Kara was in the shadows, so they couldn't really see her. And what ends up happening is the officers start feeling like this was a setup until they saw them red dots on their body, and they was like, oh, okay, that's how it is, pretty much. And which was funny. And she ends up giving them a large badge of drugs and telling them to plant that somewhere. And he asked who was the target. And, Kara said Jefferson Pierce. That he is pretty much the target. And what ends up going on is that we are being set. Let's say it happened 2 or 3 days, because comic books and sometimes TV shows don't kind of like give timelines. But Jefferson Pierce ends up interacting with all the students and telling them good morning and good day, and they all had like those little group meetings and stuff. And as Jefferson was talking to the students, one of the students ended up looking outside, and asked about the cops and said, why are the cops raiding your, you know, car? So as they was raiding the car, somebody plants, whether it was Glennon or I think it was Glennon or Cayman, as they was looking, took it out, planted it in there, and then the other officers find the green light. So I think it was Glennon. It was mostly Glennon. Cayman was talking to Jefferson and saying they were looking for some green light, and Jefferson's like, "What? I don't have green light." And they came in and end up finding out that he has green light, and he ends up getting arrested. And as he was getting arrested, the kids were trying to stop him. The Garfield High kids were trying to stop him from getting arrested, but Jefferson, being the good man he is, didn't want to see more young black kids getting killed, so he told him to stand out, and especially told his 16-year-old daughter, Jennifer, because of her anger, and she can't fully control her powers, so he had her calm down a little bit and told her, just relax, breathe. And Anissa was getting ready to, I shouldn't say she was getting ready to, when she came out to help her father, she was getting ready to put the pause on him, but he stopped her from doing that too, and he ends up getting arrested and going to the station. And as he went to the station, Henderson sees that he's been arrested, and he is not happy with it, and he ends up asking to see the arrest warrant. And that's when you learn that, I shouldn't say learn, where Jeffrey Chief gave him the arrest warrant. And like I said, he was not happy with the arrest. He tried to talk to Lynn after Lynn came in, and Lynn flat out, he asked Lynn, "Do you trust me?" She flat out told him, "Nope." But which kind of like disappointed him. And then what we end up actually learning is that they had a plan. What they were going to do is take him to some bunker or whatever to torture him. That's what they were going to do, and to see if he was Black Lightning. And if he wasn't Black Lightning, if he was Black Lightning, they were going to kill them. So what Gamby proposed is that they have to convince the ASA that Jefferson and Black Lightning are two different people. So Thunder suits up and goes out to the public, and ends up having a hologram and had her suit, and he was kind of like tap into like the electrical currents or satellites of Freeland, and told her that he can't have certain stuff in the way. So they go out there and make a big commotion to prove that Black Lightning and Jefferson Pierce are two separate people. And as all this is going on now, Kara tries to appeal to her boss through the computers, and they wasn't having Jefferson and Black Lightning are two different people, but they don't care. They wasn't having it. Or they was like, nah, we don't care about that. Your job is to monitor the kids, so get to it. And so then what ends up happening is Detective Henderson calls in Detective Glennon, and he explains to Glennon that how did you hit the lottery, pretty much is what he asked. It said, your son just bought a new house in cash, and pretty much threatened threaten Glennon to get him to the IRS. But what he says is he doesn't really want Glennon. He wants Kamen. That's the person that he wants. And what ends up happening is Glennon gives up Kamen. It's off panel, so we don't actually see it, but Henderson ends up getting Pierce out, Jefferson Pierce out, and then he hems up Kamen, and after he hems up Kamen, he ends up saying, okay, now that that's happened, you're under arrest, and he sends Jefferson back to his family, arrest Kamen, and then we see that Gambi and Jefferson ends up reconciling their relationship. Now, it's not the same as it is, but Jefferson wants to move past all the lies and all the hurt and the pain that him and Gambi has gone through, especially Gambi, because Gambi told lies and stuff. So as a fan, you can understand how Jefferson Pierce feels about the situation. But that's how Black Lightning Black Lightning episode 11 season 1 ends. I will give it a 3 out of 5 do-rags. I do think there was some problems. Again, there's some problems with the episode. But it's not a perfect episode, but it really is still kind of good. And hopefully, the people who have not watched it, I would say watch it. You guys formulate your own opinion about the episode. Well, I'm going to end this video for you guys, and I will see you guys later.